All right, so I was just doing a bit of research trying to find a story about a deal that Bernie Sanders negotiated with a Venezuelan oil company to get cheap central heating oil for Americans because no American company would agree to do it, and this Venezuelan one did, so he did a deal with them. Obviously, that's an opportunity to slander him. I was just doing some research and I found this. You see that? Right. This is the shit we have to put up with. In an essay lamenting what he described as the intractable income inequality of the American economy, Senator Sanders declared, "These days, the American dream is more apt to be realized in South America, in places such as Ecuador, Venezuela, and Argentina, where incomes are actually more equal today than they are in the land of Horatio Alger." Okay, you can see that. Senator Sanders declared. And then you've got the quote, and they've linked it here. So let's click the link and see what it shows, okay? It goes to Bernie Sanders' website. Close the gaps, disparities that threaten America by the Valley News editorial board. If we scroll down, you will indeed see that it was written by the Valley News editorial board, not Bernie Sanders. What is Valley News? Well, let's have a little look. Yes, not exactly Bernie Sanders, but this unbelievable smear here, I was just looking through, right? And we can go to another website here, the Washington Examiner, which is not a real newspaper, okay? Do not believe that it is. It's just trying to look like one. Bernie Sanders, Jeremy Corbyn, and the starving children of Venezuela. What have we got here? In 2011, Bernie Sanders explained that these days the American dream is more apt to be realized in South America in places such as Ecuador, Venezuela, and Argentina. He didn't say it, but they're still doing it. And what do we have here? The people of Venezuela are starving. Why did Bernie Sanders and Jeremy Corbyn support their oppressors? Oh, can we guess what we're going to find if we just do a quick search on the page for Bernie? Right, this is amazing. Given the Venezuelan tragedy is man-made, it's hard to fathom why politicians such as Jeremy Corbyn and Bernie Sanders, who provided succor to the Hugo Chavez regime, are not laughed out of politics. That's amazing because, guess what? It was under Chavez that Bernie managed to get this cheap oil for the central heating for Americans that couldn't afford to heat their homes. You go through and you see this here. Oh, sorry, because Maduro supported Sanders in 2016, they're using that to slander him as well, because Bernie Sanders isn't in favor of sanctioning countries that pose no threat to the United States just because they have political disagreements. In 2011, ignoring food shortages, Bernie Sanders said, there's the quote again. If we click the link here, what do we get? Oh, we're back to the Washington Examiner article. And if we find, where is that quote again? If we click this, where do we go? Back to here. So it's all one big joke. It's all one big slander. And this is what we're going to have to put up with. Day after day, week after week, month after month, until November 2020, when Bernie will be elected president, and then the real fight will begin. I can't wait.